Now what I was going to do, I have a new story for you. And I'm going to play fairly straight with brushes for this. Oh, it's the sordid tale of Winnie the Pooh, our hero, going for his door-take gig in a little thing called Winnie the Pooh Gets Cooked. I like him. I hope you do too. Anyway, there you go. Here we go. Oh, I've got to work quick. Oop.
Chapter 3, in which Pooh and Piglet go hunting and nearly catch a woozle. The Piglet lived in a very grand house in the middle of a beech tree, and the beech tree was in the middle of the forest, and the Piglet lived in the middle of the house. Next to his house was a piece of broken board, which had "Dirty Door Take Dive Bar" written on it. When Christopher Robin asked the Piglet what it meant, he said it was a place you could go to play some music with your mates and get ripped off and only get one free beer for all your troubles. And Christopher Robin said, you couldn't possibly play at a scum place like that if they asked you to do all this work for free. And Piglet said, yes you could, you dickhead, because his grandfather ran a dirty door-take dive bar. So, Piglet and Christopher Robin kept on arguing and kept on going round and round until COVID came along, cancelled all the gigs, and everyone was shit out of luck. So, one fine winter's day, when Piglet was brushing away the snow in front of his house, he happened to look up, and there was Winnie the Pooh. Pooh was walking round and round in a circle, thinking of something else, and when Piglet called to him, he just went on walking. "Hello," said Piglet. "What are you doing?" "Hunting," said Pooh. "Hunting what?" "Tracking something," said Winnie the Pooh very mysteriously. "Tracking what?" said Piglet, coming closer. "That's just what I asked myself. I asked myself, what? What the hell am I tracking? Is it a dirty door-take gig? Oh my God, what am I going round and round for a dirty door-take gig for? I don't get paid, I don't get anything for it. It's cooked, mate, cooked!" And with that, Winnie the Pooh settled down and kept on walking. "Now, look there." He pointed to the ground in front of him. "What do you see there?" "Tracks," said Piglet. "Paw marks." He gave a little squeak of excitement. "Oh, Pooh, do you think it's a woozle?"
Woozle.
"It may be," said Pooh. "Sometimes it is, and sometimes it isn't. You never can tell with paw marks." With these few words, he went on tracking, and Piglet, after watching him for a minute or two, ran after him. Winnie the Pooh had come to a sudden stop and was bending over the tracks in a puzzled sort of way. "What's the matter?" asked Piglet. "It's a very funny thing," said Bear, "but there seem to be two animals now. This, whatever it is, has been joined by another, whatever it is, and the two of them are now proceeding in company. Would you mind coming with me, Piglet, in case they turn out to be hostile animals?" Piglet scratched his ear in a nice sort of way and said that he had nothing to do until Friday and would be delighted to come in case it really was a woozle. "You mean in case it really is two woozles?" said Winnie the Pooh. And Piglet said that anyhow he had nothing to do until Door-Take Friday. So off they went together. There was a small spinney of larch trees just here, and it seemed as if the two woozles, if that is what they were, had been going round this spinney. So round this spinney went Pooh and Piglet after them. Suddenly, Winnie the Pooh stopped and pointed directly in front of him. Look! What? Said Piglet with a jump. And then, to show that he hadn't been frightened, he jumped up and down once or twice more in an exercising sort of way. The tracks, said Pooh. A third animal has joined the other two. Pooh! Cried Piglet. Do you think it is another woozle? No, said Pooh, because it makes different marks. It is either two woozles and one, as it might be, whizzle, or two, as it might be, whizzles as one. If so, it is woozle. Let us continue to follow them. So they went on, feeling just a little anxious now in case the three animals in front of them were of hostile intent. And Pooh thought how nice it would be if they met Christopher Robin, the dickhead. Suddenly, but quite accidentally, and only because he liked Christopher Robin, the dickhead, so much. And then all of a sudden, Winnie the Pooh stopped again and licked the tip of his nose in a cooling manner. For he was feeling more hot and anxious than ever in his life before. There were 4 animals in front of them. Do you see, Piglet? Look at their tracks. 3, as it were, woozles, and 1, as it was, whizzle. Another woozle has joined them. And so it seemed to be. There were the tracks, crossing over each other here, getting muddled up with each other there, but quite plainly, every now and again, the tracks of 4 sets of paws. I think, said Piglet, when he had licked the tip of his nose too, and found that it brought very little comfort, I think that I have just remembered something. I have just remembered something that I forgot to do yesterday and shan't be able to do tomorrow. So I suppose I really ought to go back and do it now. We'll do it this afternoon and I'll come with you, said Pooh. It isn't the sort of thing you can do in the afternoon, said Piglet quickly. It's a very particular morning thing that has to be done in the morning, and if possible, between the hours of, what would you say the time was? About 12, said Winnie the Pooh, looking at the sun. Between, as I was saying, the hours of 12 and 12:05.
It sounds like
a little
sexual.
said Pooh. So really, dear old Pooh, if you'll excuse me.
I'll just work blue.
What's that? Pooh looked up at the sky, and then as he heard the whistle again, he looked up into the branches of a big oak tree, and then he saw a friend of his. It's Christopher Robin the dickhead, he said. Then you'll be all right, said Piglet. You'll be quite safe with him. Goodbye! And he trotted off home as quickly as he could, very glad to be out of all danger again. Christopher Robin, the dickhead, came slowly down his tree. Silly old bear, he said, what were you doing? First you went round the spinney twice by yourself, and then Piglet ran after you, and you went round again together, and then you were just going round a 4th time. Wait a moment, said Winnie the Pooh, holding up his paw. He sat down and thought, in the most thoughtful way he could think. Then he fitted his paw into one of the tracks, and then he scratched his nose twice and stood up. Yes, said Winnie the Pooh. I see now, said Winnie the Pooh. I have been foolish and deluded, said he, and I am a bear of no brain at all. I've been going round and round and round, doing nothing but dirty door-take dive bars. I'm getting nowhere! Round and round I go all these years, and all I've got to show for it is a free beer, and I have to pay to play. Oh, I'm such a dickhead. It's cooked, mate, cooked! And Christopher Robin, you dickhead, you're the sound guy, aren't you? You just know. And I don't get paid, I just get a free beer for going round and round and round the door-take circuit and getting nowhere. I have been foolish and deluded, said Pooh, and I am a bear of no brain at all. You're the best bear in all the Well, said Christopher Robin, the dickhead, soothingly. Am I, said Pooh hopefully, and then he brightened up suddenly. Anyhow, he said, it's nearly time for the door take. We're the 5th band on. We're going to get a free beer. So he went home for it to get his drumsticks and plodded off home. And then he did the door take and he got a free beer. Then Christopher Robin, the dickhead, asked, how did your door take gig go? And Pooh said, oh man, it was cooked, mate, cooked. There were 40 people there, that's a full house. And we got part of the bar sale, but they took 20% off the door before we started, and the whole band only got paid $90. The whole band! It's cooked, mate, cooked! The end.
Oh, I love doing them, as you know. Oh, there was Piglet again. Oh, hello, audience. How are you? I hope you enjoyed tonight's show. Oh, jazz is not dead. It just smells funny.
I thought you were dead.
No.
Heard you were dead.
Ah, it's dead. Oh, call me Snake. Oh, I'm out of here. All right. Thank you. This will be up tomorrow with the 4-camera shoot. Oh! My name's Chris Quinlan. There you go. I had fun tonight. It was fun. I love my brushes. See you later.
I told you I wasn't a fool, Pliskin. Call me Snake. We heard about your paradiddles. Call me Snake. We need your first trick live, Pliskin. Call me Snake. Let's start a band, Snake. The name's Pliskin, and no more Snake Pliskin. When I finish Mel the Muso's Face Trick Live, I'm gonna kill you. You're gonna kill me now, Snake. I'm too tired. Maybe after the door take gig.
Remember, once you're at the gig, you get a free beer.
You mean I've gotta share my drum kit too?
Yeah.
You're Snake Pliskin, ain't you? I used to watch you on Facebook Live. I thought you were dead.
Snake Pliskin, I thought you were dead.
Woof! Hey, I heard you were dead. Snake Pliskin, a bunch of us thought you were dead.
I know who you are. You're Snake Pliskin. I thought you were dead.
There was an accident. About an hour ago, a plane went down inside Point Cook. The president was on board. President of what? That's not funny, Pliskin. Call me Snake.
You're a drummer?
I'm an asshole.